Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. I'm Karen Tripp with Cancer Companions, and I am delighted to be part of this boot camp with you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about two really cool projects. We're going to be talking about how to put together a paper chain, and we're also going to be talking about how to be able to put your information table together for your church. With me is the one, the only, the infamous Kristen Nelson is here. She is our brand new membership specialist, specifically designed just to be able to help you guys through your Cancer Companion journeys, through the good times, through the rough times, through the fun times, all of that. She's going to have a wealth of information for you, and she's going to have the knowledge of what's going on in any churches that you don't know about. What are the other Cancer Companion churches doing? Don't you wonder about that? She's your source, guys. She's the one that's going to have the scoop. So let's get started. We're going to start by talking about our Cancer Prayer Chain. I'll tell you that when I started generating ideas for what should we do this year, this is the one that has caught the most excitement. Just the whole concept of a paper cancer prayer chain really sounds like something that people can visually get connected to. So finding a place that you can hang it up so everybody can see it from all the way across the room, that would be a good piece of the puzzle too, right? So we start off with a chain already made. You don't want to start to gather names when you have one ring, okay? So go ahead and get your registration forms out. Go to your church staff. Go to your Cancer Companion small group. Go to your team leaders. Go to everybody that's kind of already connected and affiliated with you. Maybe you already have a prayer team at your church. Ask all those people to go ahead and fill out the registration form and register for 30 days before you end up doing your very first information table. Why? Because right here in the middle of it, it ends up saying, who may we pray for? And by putting down that information, you're getting information for more rings on your chain. And that would be great, wouldn't it, to already have something to start with in your display. So, how do we make these things, Kristen?
Okay, so you guys will have this paper, and it will tell you and kind of explain what each thing is. The great thing about chains is that they're attention grabbing, but they're super simple to make. So you will have these blue pieces of paper and these white sheets of paper. And as you'll see on the paper that you'll get, it'll tell you that the blue chain paper represents your prayer warriors, people who are signing up to pray for someone. And the white pieces of paper are representing your prayer recipients. So you're going to want to cut them into strips that are about this size, and that ends up being, if you look, at about 4 strips per sheet of paper. And you want to do that so that you're leaving enough room to write on there the person's name, what their diagnosis is, and also their type of cancer. You will have people who will be in treatment, you'll have people who are post-treatment, you'll have caregivers, maybe it's in memory of someone, or you'll also have medical staff. So you'll write that on this piece of paper, and you just do what you did. I'm sure everybody has made a chain at some point for one reason or another. You make sure you keep all the writing visible, and you just staple it together. And then you take your blue pieces of paper with your prayer warrior's name on it, and you staple that together as well. And then, oh, well, seriously.
We've got plenty more prayers and prayer warriors coming.
Anyway,
we will hook it all together.
Okay, so
but you can see how it'll just grow.
Yes, what you'll want to do is make sure that they actually go together, like so.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes. And you will hopefully have lots and lots of prayer warriors and lots of prayer recipients that can be a part of this. And you'll have your big, beautiful chain, and the more that you get, the more attention it'll grab and the more people that'll hopefully sign up. And as you go along, you'll be changing your numbers. So here's your Cancer Prayer Warriors number, and here's your Cancer Prayer Recipient number listed on the board so everyone can see how it's moving along.
Absolutely. And guys, think about this. This is only 15 people. That's only 15 of the blue rings here that have come up with 28 different people they'd like to have prayers for. Picture this as how big it will be getting at your church once you have 20, 30, 100 people that are signing up to do 30 days of cancer. And each of them are giving you the white rings, the people to put on your white rings as well too, every time they fill out a registration form. So this is it. This is step one of how to be able to put your presentation together for your church. Stay tuned. We're going to tell you all about all the wonderful components that Cecilia has designed for you guys to be able to have a great information table. Hey, we're back. Did you miss us? Okay, it really wasn't that long, was it? We're going to continue now that we have started off and we have our glorious and wonderful paper cancer prayer chain. We are also now going to show you what else do you do with this table thing? What else have we designed for you? You're going to love this stuff. Tell them what we've got here, Kristen.
All right, so at your table, and you guys should have all the stuff that came with you in your packet, but we're going to make sure that you place your table in a high traffic area. Somewhere that people will see it, somewhere that it'll grab attention, but not somewhere that people are going to walk by and pass right by it. So a suggestion would be maybe by the coffee, or where people congregate after Mass or after church, after service, would be a great spot. And you want to make sure that you take your table and you keep it kind of back behind you and you're in front of the table so that you're able to interact with people as they come up to the table, as opposed to being behind it and not able to help them and reach them. So
good point.
In your packet and on your table, of course, you'll have your prayer chain that you've been working on. You are going to have your postcards and your bookmarks, and these are the two ways that you're going to get people's registration information. So the bookmarks look like this. They're very cute, and they have some great information about the 30 days on the back. If people take one of those bookmarks, you want to give them this. On the clipboard is great because if they're standing, if there's not space on the table, they can hold the clipboard and write out their information. This is the registration form, and this gives us the information that we need about them. So you want to make sure if you hand them a bookmark, you have them fill out the form and keep it somewhere. If they don't want the bookmark and they would rather do this, they can take a postcard and sign up to do it on their phone. And Karen will go into that a little more in a minute. You also are going to have your 30-day balloons. Your very pretty, eye-catching, eye-grabbing 30-day balloons that match everything. So lovely. And you will have your 11 by 17 posters. This is just a bigger picture of the postcard that we showed you before.
And you can also end up throwing on the other posters that are part of your cancer prayer chain if you would like. Doesn't this just make you feel like you got your act together? I love that, except you wouldn't put them up crooked like I am.
I don't know, it looks kind of eye-catchy.
It makes you want to say, hey, what's going on at those tables? I can't even put the signs up straight.
Exactly. So all these little things are going to make a very welcoming table. It's easy, it catches people's eye, and it's going to draw them to you so that we can get some more prayers going.
Absolutely. So let me talk to you a little bit more about registration and why this piece of the puzzle becomes so important. You know, you could, and there were a lot of churches last year that just took the bookmarks with the 30 different topics on the back and just handed them out to people and said, hey, starting January 26th, just pray one each day. And that's fine if that's the place you feel like you want to be. But part of the feedback that we got from our task force, we ended up having a 30 days task force that met off and on through the summer. And part of the feedback that they gave me was, Karen, we got to the end of this and we didn't know who the people were who were really engaged and involved with us. Because when you register by phone, all that we at Cancer Companions ended up receiving was only their phone numbers. We didn't even have their names. And so we really didn't have a way to be able to have access to them for you guys, the churches. So this year we're trying to change that. Part of that is the registration form. If you give out a bookmark, get them to fill out a registration form. On there is all the information that you're going to need to be able to have them be part of your chain, as well as for you to be able to follow up later. The last video for this week, the Bootcamp video, I'm going to talk to you about how does this whole 30 days things really boost up your Cancer Companion ministry. These registration sheets are going to be a part of that. The other thing that we've added is that when people end up texting cancer to 57838, they're going to end up getting a second message that's going to come after that that's going to say, hey, would you sign up for your city or church's prayer team? And when they click on that, they'll end up being taken to a page on our website where they can fill out the information that's on the registration page. So you'll be receiving that as well, if they put the name of your church down. So that's pretty cool. We love that. So please go ahead and take the time to be able to make sure you're getting those registration sheets along the way. let's see. I'm feeling like there was one more thing we were going to talk about. Oh,
Follow-up.
the follow-up. Absolutely. Kristen, what should they do to follow up?
So after you've done this the next day, if you can, you want to go ahead and send out a thank you email for registering, and you want to give them the link to your Cancer Companions member page, which is on the website connected to the Find a Group page that you have. And they can just scroll down and click and find the member page.
Absolutely. And this is one of the benefits of being a Cancer Companion member church, is being able to have your own page on our website where people can have direct access to learn more about you. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Look, I was wondering, do you know anybody who has ended up struggling with cancer?
I know a couple people, but nobody who's in treatment right now.
Oh, well, that's okay. What we're doing is we're putting together this really great paper cancer prayer chain. And we're putting the names of people that we want to be able to pray for during our 30 Days of Cancer in January. It could be people in memorial, it could be people, survivors, even oncologists and their staffs, anybody like that.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, then yes, I do.
Okay, well, great. Well, all you have to do is just kind of fill out the information here in the middle of this form for who you'd like for us to pray for. And if you'd like to join us to pray for cancer for 30 days, just put your name and email up at the top.
Oh, I'd love to.
All right.
All right.
That's great. Now, you know, you can register by your phone, too, if you want. I can show you how to do that also.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much. This is great.
Super. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. We certainly have, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. We're going to talk about how to be able to do an even bigger display using a cancer prayer wall. See ya. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.